All right. Okay, all right. Before I begin today, oops. Kind of wanted to add a few things to my roster here. My roster of scripts, that is. So there we go. Straight to preferences. I'll probably make a separate video about, like, you know, what I have, but I can pretty much kind of run through it right now. So let's do that. Alright. So a couple things. The align tool kind of pops up right there. We're going to check that out in a minute. What else did I want? Modifier tools. That's right, okay. We'll get into this part, the sapling tree generator. We'll get into that once we actually find a reason to use it in the first place, right? But super powerful. If anything, like what I did today, I kind of looked up these things on YouTube and just Googled a bunch of them, and you know, a lot of these are very important and impressive, like the Archipact and Archimesh. These are good for architectural work, obviously. The Blender Kit asset library. Ooh. Excuse me. Let me just briefly go into that super quick. It's something I kind of seen today, but basically it's a plugin. See, that's Blender, that lets you kind of take assets that's already uploaded up to a cloud somewhere and all the materials. It's kind of like the Quixel mega scans in a way, but the thing is, it's free, you know what I'm saying? And then there's stuff you do have to, or you don't have to, but you could subscribe to get like more quality stuff. But the basic materials that you need, you know, like a brick wall, like a regular ground, or you know, things like these, it's all provided, so you never really need to buy extra stuff, you know what I mean? But anyways, you can look that up. It's Blender Kit. It's pretty awesome. It's free. I've tried it earlier. I won't be needing it for this project just yet, so I'm gonna leave it off. But yeah, I had a few things. So extra objects. The bolt factory is pretty cool. What else? Okay, I don't know what that is, but we'll figure it out. Tri-lighting. This is amazing stuff. We're gonna try that out in a bit. Material library. From what I've seen, it's for cycles, and I haven't figured out, or I haven't like decided if I want to use cycles or Eevee for this project just yet. But I've explored that. But I could explore it some more later down. Edit mesh tools today. This one. Ooh, we definitely need the bool tool. And then you got mesh, relax. Just turning on a bunch of cool stuff right now. Sapling tree. Okay, so these are basically what I want. Let's see. Rigified. This is good for when we start to rig this guy. We'll just go right into it, really. I'll briefly look it up, but we're gonna start from scratch and kind of just learn right off, you know, live, make mistakes. It's cool to make mistakes, guys. Okay. Skinify, I think it goes with Rigify, to be honest, because you still have to skin it. Or, I don't even know. Remove materials. Ooh, what's this? Alright, that could be useful. Where is it at? Okay, I'll just call it later. Fix N-gons. That's gonna be important. Okay, so let's drag this real quick. And let's just get into it. Nothing to it but to do it. Hope everybody had a... I'm lowering my table right now, so if I'm making all that noise. Yeah, hope everybody had a swell Thanksgiving. It's my second stream this week. I streamed on Sunday, but you know, I could have streamed yesterday, but or Monday. Did I already say that? But you know, I had some stuff to do, but that's okay. Okay, we don't really need to. What did I want to do with this guy again? Right. So, I had a vision, and it's gonna come true. Basically, we're gonna do something iconic of the Mind Flayer. I'll show you guys a couple screenshots, but this guy pretty much right here. Gonna make like my own version, probably not as ornate. This is obviously very drapey, and I kind of want to go with the warrior-esque look, even though they don't really swing swords, which gave me like a new idea to kind of get rid of the sword, to be or the knife right here. It's kind of unnecessary. It's unbecoming. Or a specular, probably rough him out a little bit. I mean, he's supposed to have like a bunch of mucus on him, but for the purposes of this video, I think, or not this video, this project, we don't really need to get closer than this kind of view, basically. Just from here. Hoping to add some animation to this guy and do something fun. I don't know, just keep going. We gotta build a scene, and let's just see what happens, basically. You know, let the process evolve. Some of my best work is honestly just not coincidental, but you know, like it's like unplanned and or not unplanned. Let me see, like what's the better word, man? I guess, yeah, not planned. Yeah, coincidences. Happy accidents. Bob Ross even says that. Okay. Yeah, see? You just get a lot to fix after a bit. Like, once you go into this much detail, basically, in one part of your asset, that's a lot of love. You gotta give the rest of your piece love, you know what I mean? Like, this body piece right here. This doesn't have too much definition at the moment, but I plan to make it kind of like... Well, we'll do it in the stream right now. We'll see. Let's do it. Okay. What the heck? Okay. Yeah, let's go with the plane. Let's see. There was this align tool right here. What? It works. Amazing. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna just model like this for a minute and see how that works for us. Yeah. And then I'm gonna mirror it that way, you know, we don't have to work too hard. You know what I'm saying? I should probably clip that. There you go. Keep the process kind of simple. I'm just gonna one by one, you know what I mean? Ooh. Shout out to Merc. Not Merc. He makes the music. Or this is his music right here, so it's pretty dope. I wonder why that just stopped. What the heck? So what I'm doing right now is sliding the vertice so that it's, you know, kind of added away. And we'll kind of just work like this until we get the general shape. And then we'll add some definition in the middle here to make his Dracula cape more pronounced and whatnot. Okay. That's probably far enough. I could just do that. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna need some references. Gotta go on that incog, you know what I'm saying? My Flayer. Alright, I'll go with this one. I like that. Some of these things are very like flamboyant. Ooh, that is that's very terrifying in a good way, you know what I mean? Try to go with the classic. We gotta have some semblance of its origins, you know what I mean? That. So if you look at Baldur's Gate 3, 9, 4. If you look at it, I just seen this the other day. I thought it was pretty awesome. Look at that. What? What? This right here. This is the entire reason why I even started the Mind Flayer. I saw the trailer for this guy and I just kind of went bananas. That was really cool. Yeah, so we're going off of these kind of references right here. We have this guy, which is kind of reminiscent of that. You know, did my play on it. Thought that was really cool. This is the original armor. You have to watch the trailer if you haven't. It's beautiful stuff. Baldur's Gate 3. It's amazing. Yeah, this armor looks really cool, especially with all the different belts it's coming across right there. I might just copy that and do the same with this part. Ooh, that's a cool idea. Anyway, so that's the inspiration for the armor here. But the real inspiration though, you know, Shadows of Alm, I think it was called. Yeah, but if you just look at the aesthetics of this game, man, it was just, it's great. I think it was art. It was still art everywhere, basically, and you're having your characters walk around. It's dated now, but you know, I thought it was pretty impressive back then. I still think it's impressive, actually. So, yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like, I was trying to think of what kind of environment I can put around the Mind Flayer, but I figured that out, and I'll get to that later. So, Alt X. Okay. It's like another good way to work too. And my man, you know what I'm saying? Shrink and fatten always does the trick for me. I like it. I like it a lot. But oops. Let's just exaggerate the crap out of it, like. Just see what happens. Be unafraid. Very cool, very cool. Okay. I mean, it looks already weird right here. Like it fans out too much. You know what? Let's run with it. See what happens. Okay. Let's go with that. Boom, okay. Slide that down. Look at him getting his cape on, man. Okay. black cloth. Something ain't right about it. Oh, I know. It's because he has it in the first place. Okay. Let's fan it back. Okay. Maybe if we flatten it a little bit, drop it in there. Ooh, maybe it goes under that bit right there. Like a weird cushion, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's really weird. First of all, I had to change my mind about this. Yeah. It's gonna be more of a cloth. Not too heavy. I think the leather stuff is gonna be right here. What? Oh, I see. You have a very clever modifier on. Okay, I'll deal with that later. Okay, maybe now that it's like kind of unison in color. You know what I mean? Makes more sense. Okay. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So, let's fix that relationship right there. Maybe it curls up because of that. I don't know. Yeah, there you go. Makes more sense. Probably. There you go. That. Do that thing to it. Make this curve down a little bit. Okay, it makes. it makes a tiny bit more sense. I don't know. We'll see. If I get tired of it, I might just take it off. But for now, it'll stay. It's growing on me though, you know? soft select. If you haven't seen my previous streams, soft select is this right here in the top right, or just at the top. Smooth, B's the button to activate it. It's quite handy. And if you move it right, you can change its influence right off the bat with the middle mouse wheel. Boom. This guy is starting to look like a cult leader. I'm so proud. Okay. Maybe it is leather, but there's this cloth over it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Dang, it's like, it keeps getting complex. And I haven't organized it much, and I kind of need to start doing that. So I decided to not use the knife on him, actually. Doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna move this guy over this way. Or a clever way to, no, actually no, that's not very clever. Solidify, what else do you have on? Okay. It's like a good offset, you know what I mean? Maybe that should go on this side, because it kind of, actually that's good. Maybe I'll just apply this, and then in the middle, I'll put like a little divot. Oh. Like that. You know? See how that looks? Definition. Amazing. Okay. Moving on. Gotta save because we made some good progress on Mr. Thulu here. I gotta stop calling him that because he's actually, he's got feelings. And, although he's a mind flayer, that's not actually what they're called. I think they're called an illithid, a race of like, I don't know, they conquer planets? I don't even know, man. But now they live underground, in the Underdark, in a place that used to be called Orinil. I've done some research on this guy, and I don't know, just to get like an understanding of, just try to be accurate about him, you know, because really I just like the design of the Mind Flayer. Let me just quickly show you one of the first influences I've had in my life, the Oddworld games, and these dudes would come up and, you know, they were like the main villains of the whole series, and they kind of resemble, like, you know, business owners and whatnot. This whole game was very political, and it's one of the best games ever made, honestly. I mean, look at that. It's great visuals. Anyways, yeah, these guys are great. I forgot what they are, what they're called. Mind Flayers? Maybe they're the same thing, right? Oh, that was an Oddworld right there. Look at that. That's very cool. Yeah. All right. If I put spikes coming out of that, it's gonna look really awkward. So I'm gonna leave it off with that. What if it flares out? A few more tweaks, actually. Give it kind of like a waviness. That way it's not just Does that look weird? Definitely. All right, let's apply that for now. Okay, I don't really need these things right here at the moment, but they're good to have. Okay, add solidify, just add a little bit of thickness. Oops. Just a bit of tweaks, you know. Slightly lower, just little things like that. May or may not help. Who knows? Maybe a waste of my time. Who cares? Okay. Alright. Looks real weird. Maybe I messed with it too much. That it became weird. Can't tell. Alright. It's gonna bother me if I keep looking at it. So we're gonna move on. This I thought I was gonna be done with, but ever since we did this, I feel like everything's got to be updated. So we're gonna go right into it. Wait, let's see what happens if we shrink and fatten. Okay. Maybe not the front. Oops. Not the front, but the sides only. maybe also that part. I don't even know. Alright, now that we added some definition, it looks a lot nicer. Probably not the gut area here. Actually, no, that's pretty good. Wait, what if we sync that even more? Can never leave it alone. I warn you. Ooh, that's weird. Flat, okay. Let's keep going around and adding definition to things, you know. Ooh. Until you like it, basically, and too much detail there. I wonder what I was trying to do with this though. What was I trying to do with that? Okay. I have to kind of consciously look at it to make sure. But okay, I gotta move on from that for a second, that way I don't get stuck. And let's do this. Control D. Turn this off super quick. And let's just see what happens if we this in the back. Ooh. I mean, I didn't have this in mind, but I'm thinking this could be pretty cool as a mustache, you know what I'm saying? Does look like hands now. Let's see. Ooh. All right. Yeah, I'll just go with the same solution as earlier. In the front, I had these tentacles kind of just chilling. We'll probably give it the same treatment, you know. Ah, I forgot about the belt parts. I think it'll just look pretty good if we just put some bolts instead. and some parts that look like, you know, like it could use a bolt. I'm a huge advocate for bolts. Look at that. Bam. Definition. No, probably not. Okay. But we're gonna keep going though. Because I only want to put an hour in today. Long story short, you know, it's a pretty dang long day. A lot of mental work and yeah. There you go. Okay, weird. I think that's enough for now. Actually, what if we put a third one? It's actually... just to see how this looks. Yeah. Okay. Oops, just don't look that way. Alright, weird. Let's get rid of that. Move on. Okay, so we added a little bit of definition to this part. That way it looks a little bit more interesting when you look at it. And let's bring this a little bit closer here. It's this part that connects the whole thing together. Ooh. Do have an idea. I kind of want to make this part look kind of tufted, and I mean, I know I tried that here, but I know I could do it with enough time. I can make a tufted looking cloth bit. He looks like a high level. Nah, he's not very high level actually. Regular level. Yeah, he's gonna be floating a lot. Otherwise I would give him like more definition on the legs, probably inside here. But we'll see. I might end up having to do that anyway, because, you know, can't skip out on detail. Probably give this more definition later. For now, I'm just gonna mess it up. Maybe this isn't too bad of a detail already. Just kind of touch every vertex just because it's how I like to work on my own stuff. I like to spend like well, I'm learning to actually. I'm learning to take my time more on my pieces and kind of just loving the process, or at least liking it enough, you know? Alright, let's put some more definition to these pieces because they're right there. Maybe we'll hop onto this one day. or next couple streams, and just tackle what we want to put in here. Just thinking I want to put like a skull, but I think at the same time like this diamond thing is good enough. Diamond shaped thingy, or whatever this thing is called. Yeah, diamond. Let's see. Okay, I think there's a bevel somewhere here. Okay. Not quite. Not quite what I expected. Okay, loop slide. Oh, maybe it's still too big. There you go. I think I'll keep it simple. Oops. Okay, got to just slide this back, 'cause it's at an angle, and that's a problem. Yeah, there you go. And then like this. There we go. I'm still trying to like evenly move it around. Okay. Just press down, see what happens. Yeah. Get rid of that bevel real quick. Think of some tools. There it is. Circle. G for repeating the last thing. That was such a long turnaround way to do all this one. I could have just imported one with like 6 sides. But that's the beauty of it, guys. Okay. I'm also thinking about like the grand scheme of things and how much you're really gonna see this piece here. So I'm doing my best to try to not like get distracted and spend too much time on this. If that makes any sense. Yeah, looks like it works. I think that's all that matters. I feel like they have more definition to them, but you know what? That's okay. Okay. know what would help too, actually. Yeah, that would help tremendously. Okay, as for you, keep this one simple too, actually. Like, what is it latching onto over there? Oh yeah, right. So I'm gonna claim that this robe piece is actually leather inside with this cloth kind of over it. People do that, right? That's kind of why I have this ring here, just to make a border between the two fabrics, basically, or to kind of like seal it together. So if you were to rip into this, you'll see a leather piece underneath. So if you cut into his fabric, you know, it'll start to collapse and see the leather under. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay. Moving on to this. I gotta kind of look at it though a little bit. I'll solidify. There you go. Control B. Just maybe shrink this a tiny bit. That way, there you go. It's a little bit smoother, nicer to look at. Did this have a solidify too? I think it would look cooler if mark is sharp. Yeah, you know what? Let's go around and do that super quick. It's bothered me enough, I guess. Oh my gosh. I came on and I was like, I'm gonna organize my file, and I ended up making like a whole crazy thing. You know what? That's art. That's art. Mark sharp. See what happens if we mark this sharp. What? Of course we knew that though. Mark sharp. Boom. Just has that kind of like knife edge look to it now, which is pretty cool. So could probably do that to this. Alright. You know what? Do I still need that? No. Oh, okay, so it's already marked sharp. It's just the rest of it isn't. I love this stuff. Need more definition there, that way it's like smoother, but just trying not to add any more geo at the same time. Huh. Okay, I'm pretty sure those are smooth, and just kind of smoothing out that sharpness there. more like a circle. Boom. Nice and even. Okay. This 2 has a solidify. Duh. But we'll kind of just treat it the same. So, Control B. See what happens if you smooth these ones. Smooth. I think it's gonna be okay if we clip it a tiny bit. Okay. Separate that. And this is gonna be iron. It's like the tip of the belt, basically. Boom. Okay. Bevel this guy. Okay, so there's probably a way easier way to do that. Let's see. Fix and guns. Oh, what? What? I don't understand. You know what? Oops. Yeah. So, to be honest, it's one of those times where I kind of just space out a little bit and not know what I'm doing. Yeah. I don't think I need this much definition. You know. Things like super and angle. There you go. Most of the time I'm kind of just eyeballing it. Oops. Cool. That should be good. Then we'll just kind of replace these ones. Yeah. But I think I'm gonna apply these because I don't want to have to deal with the modifier stuff later. So apply that, apply that. Okay. And we'll just kind of join these. Maybe not. Is there a group? I could put them in collections. Yeah, let's do that. So move to collection, new collection, belt, strap, and what I successfully just did is I created a collection right down here. So if I ever want to, I can just select the objects in it. And yeah. Actually, I put that in. Let me put that in the geo folder. So I'm gonna actually start to slowly organize this for next time. So behind the scenes, I'll probably log on a couple times this week to kind of just collapse all of this down to different categories. I don't want to bore everybody and do it live here actually. Because all I'll be doing is selecting bits right here, like that, and literally just moving them to collections. Yeah, okay. Just call that shoulder piece for now. The annoying part is like it's all the way down here when it gets added, so I'll just slowly work on that. Anyways, that is all for tonight. I wanted to keep this short because like I said earlier, had a pretty long day today and I'm gonna wake up early tomorrow. But we got pretty far within an hour. Look at where we got, you know, we got this cape thing, and then we got this thing kind of figured out, and added some definition here. Added bolts, got rid of the knife, added this pouch to this side instead of that, so there's a little bit of like balance. I'm deciding it's not teeth anymore, it's probably something else going in there. I'll figure it out. But when we come back in next stream, I'm gonna put these straps across, probably till down there, and we'll start to focus on these elements here and kind of just finish off these two afterwards. And that should just be it. That way we can move on to just rigging in. We'll keep the materials as is for the moment. Like I said, I haven't decided if I wanted to go take this to a realistic, you know, road, or I just want to do the stylized stuff and kind of model everything out, you know what I mean? But if you were to do it realistically, we're kind of on the right path here. if you use procedural textures, you can pretty much just model every single piece out that you want and just apply a procedural texture on it and it'll look real. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of nuts, but yeah. But earlier I wanted to quickly show what that thing does. The 3-point lighting. So if you get an so you select an active element, right, that you want to light, and then you simply go to add here, which is what I'm doing. Shift tab, you go to your quick favorites, add, light, 3-point lighting. Bam. So you got your 3-point lighting already, and you know, let's just move this to the basement, mama's basement. Even darker, I don't know. Just super quick. I'm not trying to go all crazy on this guy, but this is box here. Light. Huh. Is it a narrow light? Yeah, it's a narrow light. Is it even affecting? Oh yeah, that's right, that's right, that's right. Okay. Figured that out later, but could make like a cave-like dwelling somewhere. Make this purpley maybe, and then just yank that up. Make this one like extra big. Or maybe that should have been the fill light, right? The point is, lighting is super easy here. Oh my gosh, you know what? Yeah, alright, before I get too crazy. Anyways, that will be all, everyone. Thank you for watching me and joining tonight's stream. Like I said, we got a few things done. Next stream, you get to see me like just kind of work on a few more things and just finish off the character and get to rigging so we can get to creating the mini environment around him. I'm excited for that part. I'll show some of the references about that a little bit later when I actually start to do it, so I'll get rid of a lot of these building block references basically that I've drawn myself. Jon Snow, I'm so sorry. And replace it with kind of like a mood board basically. Let's get rid of these and the camera. Cool. Alright. Thank you.